Namaskaram everyone, welcome back to Zesty Nimbu. This is Sri Rekha. In today's video, let's look at 10 of the most amazing, well-known and powerful shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita. What is the Bhagavad Gita? The Bhagavad Gita is one of the few texts which have been given to us by the Bhagwan himself. Bhagavad Gita was narrated by Sri Krishna to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, standing in between the armies of the Pandavas and Kauravas on either side. Some people mistakenly think that this Bhagavad Gita is a text of war. They couldn't have been more ignorant. Bhagavad Gita is actually the essence of Brahma Vidya. It encompasses the complete philosophy of life, from the spiritual to the mundane, and from theoretical to the practical, and everything in between is covered in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is divided into 18 chapters and 700 shlokas. So let's look at some of these shlokas today in today's video. The last shloka from the Bhagavad Gita is from the chapter 18 and the shloka number is 78. It was actually narrated by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. But I would like to tell that shloka upfront, which is our first shloka for the day. The shloka goes like this: Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Shri Vijayor Bhutir Dhruva Nitir Matir Mama. So wherever there is Shri Krishna, the Lord of all Yogeshwar, and wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, there will also certainly be unending opulence, victory, prosperity and righteousness. Of this I am certain, says Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. This shloka completely tells us what Bhagavad Gita is all about. Without the supreme presence of the God himself, of the Bhagwan himself and his greatest devotee, there can't be anything. So we have to turn ourselves into bhaktas of the Bhagwan and carry forward our dharma, our duties, our responsibilities. That way we will attain moksha. The second shloka is from chapter 2, shloka number is 37. Here Shri Krishna tells Arjuna, Hato va prapsisi swargam jitva va bhokshise mahim tasmat uttishta kaunteya yuddhaya kritanishchaya. If you fight, you will either be slain on the battlefield and go to the swarga, or you will gain victory and enjoy the kingdom on earth. Therefore arise with determination, O son of Kunti, and be prepared to fight. This is the meaning of this shloka. Now many people take only this shloka and say that this is a text of war. But no, they are very ignorant. Now imagine yourself in the place of Arjuna and not in some war. Every day we are fighting the war of our lives. We should try to do the best that we can do, isn't it? If we do well, we will enjoy the riches. If we don't do well, then we might not get everything that we want, but still at least we have tried. That satisfaction would remain with us. That is the meaning of this shloka and not something to do with war in actual sense, in physical war like situation. No, the life itself is a big battle for everybody. So we have to pass it with flying colors. How do we do that? By following the instructions of Shri Krishna. The third shloka, that is 2.38. Chapter 2, 38th verse. Sukha dukkhe same krutva labha labho jaya jayo tato yuddhaya yujjasva naivam papam avapsasi. Fight for the sake of your dharma, treating alike happiness and sadness, loss and gain, victory and defeat. Fulfilling your dharma in this way, you will never incur any papa or sin. So here again, Krishna elaborates on what he means. You have to do your duty, but in the process of doing it, you might have happiness, sadness, victory, defeat, loss or gain. But that is again just a process. But at the end of it, when you fulfill your responsibility with wholeheartedness, you will not incur any sin. So this is what it means. It's not a text of war. So that ignorance has to be removed from many people's minds. This is fight of our life, right? So we have to follow the directions of Krishna. The fourth shloka. This is again from chapter 2. Sloka is 47. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu ma te sangostva karmani. So this is an amazing thought for every aspect of our life. The meaning of this shloka is, you have a right to perform your duties, your dharma, but you're not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities. nor be attached to inaction or not doing anything. So many of us, me included, think that whatever I am doing, I am entitled to that fruit, the actions of whatever I am doing. But no, Krishna says don't be attached to that. You only do your duty. Rest everything, leave it to me. So this is an amazing thought which we should apply to every aspect of our life. That way, we will not be sad or overly happy when we achieve something. So you are alone not responsible for the result. There are so many other things that have to happen for it to work that way, isn't it? So amazing thought. Now the fifth shloka. I really love this shloka. This shloka is from chapter 3. The number is 35. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharmat swanushtitat swadharme nidhanam shreyaha paradharmo bhayavaha. Here simply Krishna means don't become a dhobika ghada who becomes na ghar ka na ghat ka, right? So the meaning is it is far better to perform one's natural prescribed duty or dharma, though tinged with some faults, not perfect, than to perform another's prescribed duty and very perfectly. It is in fact preferable to die in the discharge of one's own duty or dharma than to follow the path of another, which is fraught with danger. Bhayavaha. So Krishna says don't become a dhovika ghada, na ghar ka na ghat ka. The sixth shloka is from again chapter 3, the 42 shloka. Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhyah param manah manasastu para buddhyo buddheha paratastu saha. Krishna says the senses are superior to the gross body. What are the senses? What are the indriyas, the panchendriyas? They are taste, touch, smell, sight and sound. I've done a video on the panchendriyas, pancha gyanendriyas, pancha karmendriyas and all these things. You can please go ahead and check that video. I'll link it above as well as in the description below. You'll understand it better. So he says the senses are superior to the gross body, and superior to the senses is the mind. Beyond the mind is the intellect, which is buddhi, and even beyond the buddhi is the atma, the soul. So he says the soul is the ultimate. The seventh shloka is from the 16th chapter, shloka number 21. Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashanam atmanah kamah krodhas tatha lobhas tasma detam trayam tyajet. That means there are 3 gates leading to the hell of self-destruction for the soul, Atma. How can the Atma be destroyed? By having lust, anger and greed. Kama, Krodha, Lobha. Kama is lust, Krodha is anger, Lobha is greed. Therefore, one should abandon all these 3. That way we will not be pushing our soul into Naraka. The last 3 shlokas tell us the power of Sri Krishna or the Bhagwan himself in grand detail. 8th shloka is from chapter 4 and the shloka number is 7. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyudhanam adharmasya tadatmanam shrujamyaham. He says, O Arjuna, whenever there is a decline in dharma and an increase in adharma, at that time I manifest myself on earth in various avtaras. The next shloka, the shloka 9, is from chapter 4 again and 8th shloka. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya chadushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. To protect the righteous, to annihilate the wicked, and to re-establish the principles of dharma, I appear on the earth age after age, taking various avtaras. And finally, he says, this is the 10th shloka, chapter 18, 66 shloka. Sarva dharma parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami mashuchah. Abandon all varieties of dharmas and simply surrender unto me alone. I shall liberate you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. You abandon everything and just surrender to me and I will look after you. Don't worry. So this is the final assurance that has been given by Bhagwan when you follow your dharma. So these are some of the most powerful, amazing and beautiful shlokas, and they are also very well known. So I hope you have liked today's video, and do follow me on all the social media handles. Share this video with all your friends and family. Teach these shlokas to your kids. This is very essential because ultimately, whatever we are doing for us is not just for us, but it's also for our kids, for our future generations. So please teach these shlokas to your kids. The question of the day is, how many Akshaunis of Sena or army participated in the Kurukshetra war? The Rishi of the week is Markandeya Maharshi. So tell me what you know about this great Maharshi. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Until then, Namaskaram.